Hey guys, how's it going out there? Rooster in Tennessee, roostercb.com, RCI 69FFB6. It was sent in by a customer who originally purchased this radio from here. Unfortunately, had a failure with the radio and I wanted to send it back. Preferred to have it fixed here than send it back in for warranty. I will tell you guys, a lot of times you send them in for warranty, you will get them quicker. Obviously, don't typically take in repairs for anyone that the purchase wasn't originally from here. So, I get messages all the time through the week. Hey, I got a Cobra 29 I bought here, a Striker I bought here, this, that, and the third. Just really not set up to take in that kind of work, guys. If I had some extra help, maybe that would be the case. Somebody just dedicated to repairs. Maybe in the future, if I can find somebody that just wants to do repairs, that would be the case. But generally speaking, we just try to take care of people that have bought stuff from here. And if they have a failure, which is few and far between, but in the radio business, it happens. You sell, there's several radios, you're going to have some come back. Whether by flaw of the radio, customer accidents, what have you. You never do know. This one in particular had a failure in the amp section, required a couple of the RT6s to be replaced, along with things that happen when the RT6s fail for whatever reason. You have some collateral damage that takes place as well. But we're going to test this one, no charge to the customer for the video. They're just going to be responsible for the repair of the radio and the shipping costs back. Anytime a radio gets sent in for repair, complimentary video just to show the customer that it is working before it goes back. So we'll test it on AM, we'll test it on sideband, kind of see what our output's looking like, and we'll go from there. There was no failure on the receive part of the radio, so we're not too concerned about that. Main thing is we want to make sure the radio is holding good output, not fluctuating, not acting crazy, sporadic, or anything like that. So we'll test it here real quick. We're on AM. Our RF power is nearly wide open, which I will say about this, going from AM to sideband, I don't recommend running this wide open. I don't necessarily recommend running it wide open even on AM, just not something I would really do. But when you go to sideband on any of these high power radios that have an amp section built into them, I highly recommend cutting them back to at least halfway. And we'll talk about that a little bit when we look at the output on sideband. But we've got it almost wide open on AM there. We're at 14.8 volts. Don't recommend going over 15 volts on these. That's on PEP. We'll go back to that in a second. Average power, bottom scale, 1,000 watt slug. So 100 watt dead key. Hello, audio. A little bit over 300 average. They do about like a Longhorn, guys. They're a Longhorn with a just a little bit different features on them. Audio, well, they're not a Longhorn. They're different, but they do the same, similar output as a Longhorn. Hello, radio, 1, 2, 3. Check, audio, PEP, good for you, good for me. Rooster CB, audio, 1, 2, 3. My audio to 700. Talking around 675. Let's go over here to our watt meter. Oh, audio, 42 amps. So now what we're going to do, we're just going to go over to upper sideband here. Nice that it stays on frequency there. And I'm just going to run it back to about halfway. You guys can see that little mark there that, well, maybe you can't because the lights are so bright. But we're back to about halfway right there on our RF power on sideband. So first thing I want to do, let's just check out the average power. One reason I encourage people to have a bird meter, because this will be the indicator whether we've got our power cut up too high. If this thing's doing like 600 watts average, our RF power's up too high. If it's doing 300 to 400, we can probably live with that. Hello, a little bit more than I can like a little, so let's cut it back a little bit more. Hello, check, audio. I cut it back there a little more. So right around 400 there, probably our safe mark. And we've got it back to about 9 or 10 o'clock on the RF power for sideband. Now, let's see what our PEP power is. Hello, radio 1, 2, 3, audio, radio 1, 2, 3, audio, radio 1, 2, 3, audio, radio 1, 2, 3. Right at 600. Back to your average power. Hello, radio 1, 2, 3. Hello, radio 1, 2, 3. Hello, radio 1, 2, 3. Hello. So 300 to 400 average on sideband, 600 watts PEP. Here's your current draw on sideband. Hello, radio. Hello, radio. Hello, radio. 50 plus amps. That's it. So she's back 10.8 working again. He was pretty patient with this one again. It was probably sent in at the worst time of the year, back in the holidays. So you have a million packages going out, and then this comes in here. So I appreciate his patience with it. Good customer, done a lot of business with him. Unfortunate that he had a failure, but look, guys, it happens. Doesn't matter what you run out there. You can have the perfect amp, the perfect radio, the perfect antenna. You can still have stuff tear up and break. Hopefully, he doesn't have issues with this one again. I like these radios pretty well, but again, it's a costly repair when the amp section goes out on these. A little bit of aggravation for him there. So appreciate his patience, and hopefully this video does the radio justice here. RCI 69FFB6. Thanks, guys. Rooster and 10, roostercb.com. More videos to come. Catch you guys out there. See you. Bye.